Social distancing, work from home, furloughs, it's all been disruptive, and it perhaps may seem even more for some high achievers. Here with some perspective is generational consultant and millennial career coach Lindsay Baccardo. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Thanks for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. We always appreciate your expertise in these areas. This is unprecedented, right? But
Yes.
it seems to me, even if you're not a high achiever, because I can't think from the mind of a high achiever, because I'm not one, but for anyone, it's more than just the disruption of routine, right?
That's right. That's exactly right. You know, we all of us had plans and ideas of what 2020 was going to look like, and Lisa did a great job about talking with you about how to manage that. And then on top of that, it's not just that we had plans, it's that we have to let those go, and then we have to live in this new reality. And our brains naturally go into a stress response. And Daniel Goleman talks about this. It's called amygdala hijack. It's when you actually lose some of your executive functioning, planning, remembering how we react to people. We lose some of that because our body thinks we're running from an alligator trying to survive. And a lot of us feel that. You know that feeling when if you've had to go to the grocery store and it's not just grabbing the apples anymore. You're looking at who's close to me. Do I have my mask on right? Are my gloves on? What did I just touch? What do I need to wash when I get home? Even our basic activities take so much more mental energy than we're used to. And then we try to keep this expectation that 2020 is going to go like we planned and we're going to be super productive and we're going to achieve our goals and our dreams. And I found that with my clients, my CEO clients, that we all just feel a little more worn out and tired than usual, and that can be a little unnerving. Am I getting sick? What's wrong with me? And so I'm trying to reassure everyone that your stress reaction is normal. You will feel more tired because your brain's adapting all the time. It thinks it's running from an alligator. We're all dealing with a much higher level of stress, even during everyday activities. You know, getting the mail used to be fun, and now I think, you know, how am I supposed to do this? Am I allowed to touch it? We all are asking all those questions, and that's tiring, and it's hard to be productive when you're managing all that.
I was talking to my daughter. She's 20. She's a college student. She's home, safe with us. And she was talking about how things are. She feels like she's reacting more to things and more severely to things than she thinks she should. I was like, that's because you're already halfway to whatever that reaction and emotion is. Am I right?
You're exactly right. We're all kind of ratcheted up. So just normal things, burning dinner, things like that, all of a sudden feel much bigger than they used to. You know that feeling, and I'm sure if you have kids at home, they really are feeling it, and they have less biological resources to manage that than us adults. So we're watching that happen.
Okay, so you have identified what it is, what we're feeling. Now, what do we do about this? Is there anything?
Yeah. Well, first, try not to beat yourself up. High achievers, I bet your daughter's this way too. If you're used to being able to study long periods of time and be super productive and you're finding that you can't do that, the first thing that I see high achievers do, especially on college campuses, is they beat themselves up like, I'm not doing enough. What's wrong with me? What's happening? And so taking a deep breath and asking yourself, not like, what's wrong with me? What's going on? Really asking, what do my brain and my body need right now to calm down? How do I calm my body down? Which, you know, getting a glass of water, breathing, taking a walk, telling yourself everything's okay, there's not an alligator chasing me. Calming our body down first is key to getting back into productivity mode. So that's one. Definitely lowering expectations of what's realistic during this time. Making a list. If you're a high achiever, you love a good list. You love to check it off, right?
Yeah.
One of my friends was like, I'm putting afternoon nap on the list just so I can check it off, right? So
That's amazing.
Make that short list that you can check off and feel good at the end of the day. I am being productive. I am getting things done, because I know one thing about high achievers is if they completely stop, if you go on Netflix for days on end, you're going to feel worse. You're going to feel worse. So may not be the time to become a book writer or achieve something grand. Maybe it is, but for a lot of us, we're just going to manage our stress every day because we don't know when this is going to end. So we're going to manage our stress every day and make reasonable lists and check them off as you go so that you know you're being productive.
Exactly. I've seen, learn a new language, like you said, write a book, something like that. Maybe, I don't know, fix that little thing in your house or apartment that would only take 15 minutes, but you've been putting off.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You got it.
LindsayBaccardo.com, right?
Yep.
All right, we'll put all that stuff on IndyStyle.tv. Great advice as always. You're awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Stay safe.